Welcome to another episode of Spill the Tea with Who? ST. I hope you guys have had a wonderful, wonderful week and we're in the festive season. So I hope you're using the whole of December to do something fun. And yeah, today I have with me a very, very special person. It's been a long time coming. I'm a fan of her. I'm gonna let her introduce herself. I have the beautiful Effie. How are you,
Hi,
Effie?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm here. I'm here, Rebecca. Guys,
You're,
I'm a fan of Effie.
I'm a fan of yours too,
Effie
girl.
has been like Effie and I met. Actually, how did we meet?
At church,
Was it at church or school?
FRBC. No, I think it was church, and then we
Then we
found
saw
out
in
we were in the
school.
same, like working towards the same
Oh,
degree, same
right.
department, and then
Yeah.
it kind of just, yeah.
Oh, yeah. At first was someone that I like low key. I was like I looked up to because I'd see this girl that like she was in like all this ambassador like faculty of arts. Like she was like up there doing all these things, and I was just like, I was like, if she could do it, I could do it too. But low key, if I now that I actually thought about that, I have a little beef with you.
Is that so?
Do you have any idea what it could be? It's not. It's not actually a beef. I'm just joking. But
What is it?
okay. I don't know what I applied for, but it was something on like the Faculty of Arts, like whatever.
The Student Body Council?
Yeah. And I had an interview, and FR did not pick me.
You know what? It was not my decision to make, technically. It was a committee, so
It's okay. I think
best
I bumped
believe
it
that
too.
I did vouch for you, but maybe like I was outvoted by other people.
It's
So,
okay. I think I bumped it anyway.
no,
I just went that day. I wasn't even prepared. But it's
it doesn't
fine.
hurt to try.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to try. But yeah, she's been doing everything. Like how did you even get into student council? Like
Ooh,
it's such a bold thing to do actually, because shit as a
yeah.
youngin, like you don't know, like, and then I don't know. I'll get into something else, but yeah, how'd you get into like student body council and all that fun stuff?
I have always, like, I think when my family moved to Canada, I just really wanted to volunteer because that's all people would talk about.
It's
And
true.
so I had a friend, her big sister would like run in elections and stuff, and I was like, I want to be like her when I go to university. And so she was part of the Arts Student Body Council, and I was like, how do I join that? So I remember first day of uni, like orientation for the Faculty of Arts, the president came to speak, and I was like, oh. So he was like, come to the meetings. So I showed up to the meetings. I didn't know, funny enough, I didn't know like they were all elected. So I walk into this meeting and they're just like, who is
Who
this
are you?
person? Like I'm in first year, and I sat through the entire meeting. I was like, you know what? If I leave, it'll be awkward.
Awkward,
If I stay,
yeah.
it'll be awkward. I might as well just stay through it. And then afterwards I was like, how do I get involved? Blah blah blah. So then I started out as a student at large on one of the committees, and then I heard that they were like putting together a team to run in the
Executives,
upcoming
yeah.
year. And so I was like, you know what? Like, I was just poking my nose everywhere, honestly. I was like, I
Oh,
want to get involved.
nice.
And so I asked somebody, and then I was on the team, and I blinked, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Here we
and then
are.
she's like top there.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, on the topic of guys, not to digress, but real quick, this is empty cup. This is actually. Do you want to show yours as well?
Yes.
Pass it. Guys,
There we go.
Afa
Yes.
is the queen of matcha,
This is my passion.
and I'm the queen of anti-matcha team. Okay, because I have tried matcha like 2-3 times right now, and it's been like gross. But Everest says that this one by Empty Cup is good.
It's not that bad.
So we're gonna give it a live review, okay? I'm scared.
No, girl. Swirl it a little bit. It's like settled by now. Just give it a little swirl.
Like, what am I soiling? Like the grass or the sugar?
The matcha powder.
It makes me more scared. Okay. Ah.
I'm excited. Take a little sip.
Okay. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's not that bad.
There we go. There
It
we
tastes
go.
like
I'll take that over ill.
it tastes like green tea. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like green
They're
tea.
in the same family.
But like I don't understand it though.
Listen, matcha is an acquired taste, okay? That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's for the maybe the reach because we in the suburbs in the rural areas
No, no,
we're just
no.
which
It's
is
an
whatever.
acquired taste.
Okay, guys, it's Christmas season, right? What is? I want to know what Christmas is to you. I want to know what your Christmas traditions are. I want to know why you celebrate Christmas. I want to know, all that fun stuff. And I also want to know that from Effie as well. I want to know what Christmas is to you. And yeah,
Obviously the core of Christmas is us celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ,
yes.
And so always remembering in the kind of midst of all the gifts and the shopping and, the commercialism of Christmas, remembering that Christ is at the center. Um, yeah, I love Christmas.
Do you have any traditions that you do for Christmas?
Traditions, honestly, just I took it upon myself to I take it upon myself every year for the past 5 years now to decorate our house. Yes,
Really?
so I need to get on that this year. And then honestly, my brothers and I kind of started this tradition a couple years ago where the night before Christmas or like leading towards Christmas, we will do all the Home Alone movies.
Oh,
Yes.
that's so
Christmas
cute.
classic. Yeah, and honestly, I think that's the main thing. Just chilling at home. Oh, church. See, growing up back in Ghana, like going to church on Christmas Day was like my tradition, and getting ready to
So,
see what your mom got you for Christmas, your Christmas clothes, right? Because you wanted to pop out looking cute.
period.
So
Period.
yeah, and then moved here, realized that they don't really do church on
The
Christmas, so it's
same,
just
yeah.
spending the day with family, honestly, and just being grateful to see another Christmas.
See,
And
for me,
yeah.
it's actually kind of the opposite.
Really?
So, like, growing up, my family, like, never really celebrated, like, Christmas. I don't know why. There was a time, like, actually, recently, I had my mom on the podcast, and then, I don't know, we're talking about Santa Claus by mistake or something, and she's like,
Yeah.
oh, like, she never told us about Santa Claus. Like, I remember she didn't even like Christmas trees. I remember we had, like, this
Really?
fake Christmas tree, like, the, whatever one.
Yeah.
And then, it was off one year, maybe until, like, I was, like, 5, 6 years old, and then like boom, it just went away. We never had it anymore.
Yeah.
I remember one year we had like Christmas decorations like all year long.
Yeah.
Like it was just that's how you know that like we don't care.
Yeah.
There's no Christmas decorations after
Yeah.
that. And yeah, and I don't know. My parents would travel slowly and slowly. Just Christmas, even holidays in general, just kind of became like
Oh, it's just another regular
there. It was
day.
just, and then like having to move in here and then living by yourself, living away from your
Mm,
family.
yeah.
I don't remember the last time I actually celebrated Christmas. Isn't that
Really?
sad?
Girl, you should
But it's okay.
be intentional this year.
It's okay.
Do like one Christmas activity or
I think because like it's my first year having my apartment, so I think
yeah.
I will decorate to some
Yes, you
extent.
should.
But it's just even like thinking about like my future. I've just thought to myself like, oh, obviously you're thinking you want to do the things that your parents didn't do for you,
Yeah. Yeah.
but then I'm
Yeah.
like, realistically speaking, even when it's just me, I'm not doing it. So
Yeah.
how do I know that in the future I would actually do those things?
I
No.
think okay, so like honestly with me, I'm not I don't know, this year has just been very busy all around. So I was actually having a conversation with a colleague saying that like I'm not really in the mood to decorate, but I know I want to.
Mm.
But even if it's like hanging up a wreath on your door or like buying like those little Christmas figurines and just putting it on your mantle, just
Yeah.
like I don't think you have to. I think we always think, oh, Christmas, go big or go home. Honestly, just like the little things is fine. And then with time, now that you're living on your own, you have your own apartment, you'll build that tradition, right? As it
I
goes.
don't
So
know.
yeah,
I
you
don't
never
know. See,
know.
you never know.
You never
Actually, you never
know.
know. A couple years I've been working on Christmas, so this year, well, I'm still working on Christmas,
Really?
but I'm working short hours, so I'm excited to see what I'm gonna do this year. I think I have a different mind frame, but it's just
Going into it.
I don't know. I just
Yeah.
think like having that growing up as a kid and not having that
Yeah.
tradition is kind of hard to do now. But
Yeah.
I'll try my best. So if you're someone like me and your family never celebrated Christmas or you don't, like she said, just do something very little, and there's nothing wrong with you and then there's nothing wrong with Christmas and
Exactly.
you be fine. Okay. Um. Also, another thing is in these recent times, I'm gonna say it again and again and again because this is my podcast and I can say whatever I want.
Tell them.
My frontal lobe just developed,
Opened up.
guys.
Yes.
My frontal lobe is fully complete. And you know what that means? I've been adulting more than I have in the past couple of years. Adulting is hard. You know the funny part, like when I think about school and I think about where we are at right now, who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Look at us.
Look at us.
Literally, because like the past couple of years has been crazy from like school, thinking about career. Now you're thinking about like family.
Yeah, we're at that age.
Everybody's getting married.
Everybody popping babies.
I'm still a baby girl. My mother hates when I say that. But yeah, like how did time fly so fast? Like why?
Yeah.
Like how's adulting for you? What have you
Adulting?
learned from adulting? What
Huh.
is your like? Talk to me.
Let me tell you something, okay? As a kid, when parents or when adults will talk to each other and they're like, "Oh, how are you?" Be like, "Oh, the grace of God." I was like, "It's everything the grace of
Yes,
God."
okay.
It is. It actually is.
For real.
Like adulting has really shown me that literally it's the grace of God that carries you through. At least that's what's carrying me through. That's my secret because child,
Period.
it's a little ghetto out here, okay? So
The streets.
honestly, it's just being kind to yourself because a lot of the times, as you know, when you're a kid, you have all these ideas and aspirations, and you're like, oh, I told myself that by 27 I'll be married and I'll have kids.
Girl, I told myself by 24.
24.
I'm 25.
I'm 26. So
You're
yeah.
26?
I'm 26.
Just
Yeah.
kidding.
But yeah, no. Just being kind to yourself and just taking life at whatever pace and just practicing gratitude. It's so important because in a world where you are seeing what everybody's up to on social media, it's very easy to get lost in looking at what you don't have and not appreciating what you do have. So honestly, practicing gratitude has been really good for my mental health and honestly the grace of God.
So like just talking about like, you're having like God at being the center of your life. How, because like I feel like something about like Africans, like I would say like Ghanaians and Nigerians are pretty, actually before we even go into that, let's talk about Ghanaian and Nigerians. First of all, if you're a Ghanaian out there, I know you have a Nigerian by your side. Because we're it. You know what I mean?
It's not because it's because y'all are everywhere.
Yeah, exactly, because we're it.
Sure.
Because we spread our wings, we don't stay on one side.
Speaking of spreading wings, did you people could not spread your wings to the World Cup though? What happened?
Damn. That
No, a genuine question, you people. I just wanted to know.
Okay, guys, we've come to the end of the episode.
Small play.
You're crazy. Well, we still have jollof rice, so that's just full stop.
Okay. I
Full
won't even
stop.
fight that
Yeah,
argument. Okay.
good. That's a good response. That's a good response. Have you ever been mistaken?
Still better.
No. Have you ever been mistaken for a Nigerian before?
Oh, all the time. Actually, I go to a Nigerian church. That's the only reason why.
See?
That's the only reason
That's not
why.
the only reason why, but it's okay. We accept you.
Sure.
That's fine.
Okay.
But okay, where was I going with this? I forgot.
God.
Oh, right. Okay, so like as Africans in general, like especially those that are Christians, you grew up in a Christian home.
Yeah.
There's like definitely like there's I don't want to call it like routines,
Mm-hmm.
but there's like programs like you go to church on
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, maybe you go to Bible study if your parent forces
Mm-hmm.
you. Were you a kind of kid where like were you really understood what like who God was and
Mm-hmm.
you were you've been in deep since you were a kid, or
Mm-hmm.
were you like the opposite?
I would say it kind of came in waves. So like my mom was super duper religious.
It's always the
It's
moms.
always the moms.
Yeah.
Like back home, she was a teacher, so we had the same basically vacation cycle as she would have. Everybody
Mm.
is like at home doing fun things. That yeah, we were at church, like as in like Tuesdays we're going to church, Thursdays we're going to church, Sunday we're going to church, and so for
Mm.
me it was just like, ugh, this is just like routine. And then I think when I was in the 5th grade, I had like a really bad accident. And
Mm.
that's when, for me at least, like when my mom,
Mhm.
before I left the house, my mom was like, read some 91, read some 23. And I was like, oh, whatever. I wasn't
Mm.
even supposed to go on this field trip. But, last minute I went and, the accident happened. And I remember because they took a bunch of 5th graders to a mountain, like the tallest mountain in the country.
Oh.
Hello. Anyways, that's besides the point. So I unfortunately came tumbling down.
Oh
And, like
no.
I remember when they found me, my friends were telling me this after. They were like, all I kept saying was Jesus. I just kept saying Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
Wow.
So because that's what I had been taught and it kicked in, right? Just on instinct.
Mhm.
So for me, that was when God became real to me. Before it was
Mm.
routine. I
Mhm.
never kicked back against it. When you're the first child in an
Yeah,
African
it's
home, you kind of just go
just
with the flow.
go with the flow for
So I never
real.
kicked back against it. But that was when God became real to me. But it wasn't until I would say maybe like late teens, but like maybe recently in the last 5 years where I became more intentional,
Mm.
because coming to the understanding that it's not just routine and just going to church. It's like having a personal relationship with God, right? And
Mhm.
so it goes beyond church. So yeah, that's how
Oh.
God has become like super, or yeah, became really real to me. So I became very intentional. And then obviously when you see the hand of God in your life and you
Mhm.
see his works, and especially my undergrad, like things I did with the student body council, with the faculty, I sat in rooms that I didn't think I ever
Mm.
deserved, and I knew, oh, this is definitely the favor of God, right? These are prayers that are
Right.
being answered. So yeah.
Oh, that's such a inspiring story.
Thank you.
I For me, it's so sad. I feel like every time I say, "Oh, it's still a journey," I feel sad because it's like sometimes I wish I was in a better place.
Mm,
Um, for me, the past couple of years has been actually not even the past. I would say like a year or two
yeah.
is when I've actually, I would say, like restarted my relationship with God.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately for me, like I did not grow up in a home where, like, again, my mom was super religious, but
Yeah.
it was like my dad was, but like wasn't at the same
Yeah.
time. It was kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Like,
I get it. It's a
yeah,
similar dynamic. I get it. Yeah.
yeah. So it was just kind of like, having to see that conflict and trying to figure out like where you stand. Like, you
Mm,
have someone that's super religious and you have someone on the other hand.
yeah.
So it's like, what makes, who says that my mom's, you know, her religiosity, if that's a word, is better
Yeah.
than, my dad.
Yeah.
And trying to
Yeah.
figure out like what part that I want to play.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I've just been like I don't know, like when I sat out last year, I was like, I haven't read my Bible in like years. Like I've
Mm,
read like scriptures here and there, but I was like, I actually haven't read my Bible in years.
mm,
So I tried to like start reading the Bible from the beginning. Like I
mm.
read it, like I was like, oh, I read the novels. So
Yeah.
that was such a bad mindset, by the way. Like if you're thinking that you're gonna read it as a no, that's not a
Yeah.
good mindset.
Yeah.
Obviously that didn't work because I stopped midway.
Yeah.
And then now I just kind of like adopted a different way of reading it. And then
Mm.
a major thing is just like asking God to lead you every time you open the Bible.
Yes. Yeah.
Make sure, you're asking to understand it the way He wants you to understand it, not according
Mm-hmm.
to your understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, think I'm still growing and I'm just hopeful to meet more people that's grounded in the Lord and just have
Yeah.
that community. And
Yes. That's so important.
that's hard though. Well, I don't think
Yeah.
it's hard. It's just, especially like if you're coming from like a standpoint for me, like, having to especially like at this big age, like having to admit that like, okay, and especially when you have a parent that's such grounded, and then like there's a lot of people that looked up to my mom when we were young, so it's like having to be that child that's like not as, because my sister is like super um she's super religious, and she's
Yeah.
like I always say like our faith is probably stronger than mine. um but yeah, just having to be that person doesn't, I don't think it makes me less than I am in
No, it
any
does
way.
not.
It's
No.
just like
Yeah.
having to, but I'm just proud of myself that I'm able to have that understanding and
Yes.
want to be intentional moving
Yeah.
forward, so there's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
you.
And that's let me just quickly chip in there. That's the whole thing, or that's the whole purpose, because like that's why God sends Jesus to die for us, right? Like we're not meant to be perfect. And I think that when you strive for perfection with your walk with God and your relationship with God, that's when you kind of start to like, because it's never going to be perfect. Like God has
Yeah.
factored, I read somewhere that God like factored in like your shortcomings and like your stupidity and things like that. Like he's factored all of those things in. So just oftentimes we think we have to strive for perfection before we go into the presence of God or before we pursue a relationship with God. But genuinely speaking, just come as you are and you won't stay as you are. Like the power of God is mighty to save. So just like just
Yeah.
honestly being kind to yourself, because I don't know, like human beings, we are very much like, oh, this person's so religious, person's like so on fire for God. That's what you're seeing.
Yeah, but you
You
don't
don't know their
know.
heart. You don't
Yeah,
know
you
their
don't
heart
know.
posture, right? And so it's just you recognizing it alone. That's like a huge step, and
Yeah.
just taking it a day at a time, and honestly just being honest with God. That's been a game changer for me this year. Literally got to be
Yes.
like, yo, I am struggling. I
Yeah,
can't, you know what I
and
mean?
he sees everything, so there's
He
no
sees
point like lying or
everything.
faking. Like he tells you, like
Exactly.
come to him as you are, like
As you are.
say it.
Literally, just be super honest with God, and yeah, he'll take it from there.
And then also something that I read in Matthews was like, like how like in the recent times, there's a lot of people that like this, like you said, there's super religious people, like it's just what you see,
Yeah.
but like really in their heart, like you there's a potential that you could be more pure than they are, because like a lot of people do it for like show.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think something I've always had comfort in is like I feel like I'm not a bad person.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But personally I feel like I'm not a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
Um I don't want to misquote the Bible, but I think I read something along the lines that like, God is perfect and that we're made in his image, so we're also expected to be perfect. But like when I say perfect, I don't mean like you're expected to like mark every
Yes.
T,
Yeah. Yeah.
every checkbox,
Yeah.
but like be like Jesus was, like
Mm-hmm.
be pure of mind, be kind to
Mm-hmm.
people,
Mm-hmm.
just like have good intentions when you do stuff,
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
and that's what I
Yeah.
try to do every day.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
carry. I feel like I carry myself in a good
Yeah.
esteem,
A
but
good
what
way.
not.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That's why we
just
have the fruits of the spirit, right? Just striving to exhibit those. There's a reason why it's in the Bible. So yeah.
that's true. Talking about like community as well,
Mm.
and let's say like friendship.
Mm-hmm.
What does friendship look like to you? And um, how how do you make? Okay, first of all, do you have more friends that you've made like in the past or later in life?
I think for me it's a healthy mix.
Mm.
It's a bit of a balance, but I would say that I've kind of made more friends in my adult life.
Okay, how is that not hard though? That's really hard
I
for me.
think I mean, I honestly don't know. Like once again, I've had my fair share of like not so great friendships, and so
Mm.
but I've also met really great people who've shown me what it is to be like a really true friend. So I don't know. I like to yap. Like I will, if you give me a whole day, you pick a topic, I can yap and go off tangent and come back. So I think that like for me, just having a bubbly personality and just just talking to people, like when I say that I'm sort of like introverted a bit, but like what you I know. But like honestly, I don't know, like I just like I have somebody I work with who's now a very good friend of mine, and we sit beside each other at work. She yapped one day, I yapped back, and now we're basically like inseparable. Like, so it's just, I don't know, just talking and not going into any friendship with like any ulterior motive whatsoever. And as I like, I don't know, in a previous conversation that we were having, just saying that like doing the work, like working on yourself, reflects
Yes.
in the friendships
Yes.
that you have. Yeah.
That's
So
very true.
yeah.
I don't know. It's hard for me though. I feel like I'm very protective of myself.
That's fair.
Just with I don't know. Well, I know,
Yeah.
but
Past
just
friendships, that's fair.
yeah. I
Yeah.
just very so it's very hard for me to like even if like I want to be friends with someone. Sometimes I feel that like also I know myself. So sometimes I feel that like sometimes my lack of communication like may push them away.
Yeah.
And like it's not even like I'm not willing to communicate. It's
Yeah.
just I'm so used to being by myself. So it's very hard for me to unless like we're actually and especially like now I feel like
Yeah.
it's worse for me in the past couple of years maybe because like but now that I feel like I'm doing like a lot of stuff um I I don't want to not feel like the person like I don't want to basically I avoid people so like my actions don't make them feel bad so that I don't feel like I really don't have any ulterior motive, guys.
Motive, yeah.
I'm very so like easy. You can literally read me if you wanted
Yeah.
to, but you can't though. I won't let you. Um, but yeah, I just find it hard, like especially like you meet all sorts of people in this lifetime. There are people that actually come to you as well, and then but there are some people that come to you that you feel like, oh, you can't be friends with this person, but there's me so extra friendly with you,
Yeah.
and I'm like. I don't want to say mean. Like I'll say hello to you, but then
Yeah.
especially when it comes to like people that you work with, my God, it's hard because it's like I don't not like you, but like your personality is not something that I would like. I don't
I
think
don't
would
see myself like
align.
kind of yes, yeah,
So
yeah,
then obviously you could look like a mean person in your eyes, and
yeah,
the story continues.
yeah.
But I applaud you for being able to
Thanks.
meet people and have those conversations
Yeah.
and find good
Honestly,
friendships in life.
yeah, it's just I don't know. I think it's something I kind of picked up from my dad too. Like wherever he goes, he's just able to really connect with
Very
people.
social.
And like my dad is like my bestie, so I grew up just being his little shadow. So I think subconsciously those skills I kind of like picked up on. But also like you just I don't know, for me, like I prayed for the friends that I
Okay,
have.
I've been praying for
Like
good friendship. God,
it will
it's been 2 years
happen.
now.
Keep trusting God, because like I know so many people, like especially in this past year, there are people that I've grown closer with that like I've known them for a couple of years, but this year it's like something just shifted, it just clicked. You know what I mean? And so like not forcing friendships and just letting them take their course as well too.
Yeah, that's
Really that's something I had to learn. Yeah, because you're like, oh, I want to be friends with this person. Why don't they want to be friends with me? Like,
yeah.
and half of the time it has nothing to do with you. It's as you say, like
Yes.
it's literally just their personality, right? They're not going out of their way to not be friends with you.
Yes.
So just like,
Yes.
yeah, honestly, the past 5 years I've really worked on myself. COVID forced me to learn how to be alone, and it got to a point where I like when you get so comfortable with your just being alone, you're just like you're in your own
Yeah,
little
you're just
bubble.
in your own
Yeah.
like it's even I think it's worse for me because like for other people that like live with family and stuff, like I live with myself. So like I'm actually forced to, even though like
Yeah.
okay I want to,
Yeah.
I'm actually forced to. Now if you throw me in a mix of people, it's like I come out every day to myself at home.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You're
it's
used to
gonna
that
take me some
dynamic.
time to be able
Yeah.
to, you know, adapt to wanting to, stay over and whatnot. And then
Yeah.
for some reason people say I'm social. I don't think I'm that social.
You are. I was literally going to say that. I was like, you saying that you don't have, like, you're not really, like, into socializing and things. And I'm like, girl,
I'm not that
what?
social. I
You give off
just
social vibes,
I just
though.
go I mean like I feel like that's in the past couple years, yes, but like now I
Yeah.
just feel so old.
That's also something that adulthood would do for you.
I feel so
When
old.
you achieve a certain level of comfort, you really don't want to be bothered. I think that's the root of a lot of things. It's just like
Yeah.
I like my peace. I have a system. I'm good on my own. Like
Yeah.
If you don't have good intentions, literally just leave me alone type thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
literally.
fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like I've had my time, what's
Mm,
going on. Like I still love to do little things like travel.
yeah.
Um, I like to go out, but it's
Yeah.
just I don't know.
That's fair,
I don't
honestly.
know.
That's fair.
What's your favorite thing to do in Christmas?
Favorite thing to do. Honestly, I get paid time off from work. So literally just sitting in one place. Adulthood would do that to you, where
That's
it's like,
true.
yeah, and honestly just like hang out with my best friend, hang out with my other friends and family, and
Are you the planner
yeah.
or are you
In the
the?
family, in my
I'll just
family, oh, I'm the planner, firstborn daughter.
that's no
It's in my
questions there.
veins. If
No
if I
questions
don't
there.
do it, they won't do it. So
Oh my gosh.
I'm the
Why?
planner.
Why? It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Like even when like I'm thinking of like family planning like family trips, like
Yeah.
you have to be the one to do
Yep.
it because it's like
Yeah.
even I feel
Yeah.
like even if you're not so let's say like even if you have like an older brother and you're
Yeah.
like the second child, as far as you're the first
Yeah.
female,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's so annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm not your parents, guys. Come on.
Built in, built-in family manager. Honestly,
That's
just making sure. Like I will literally be outside of my house. I have two brothers. They'll be in the house. My parents will call me. Do you know where your brother is? That's your child.
Bruh.
He's
For
in the same house as you. What do you mean? Where is he?
real?
He's grown. Okay, these are grown
Oh
men. They're
man.
not boys anymore. But yeah, it's just it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
we've accepted our fate.
Yeah.
So just be nicer to us.
Yeah, please
Guys,
and
we've had a
thank you.
conversation about this of being husband daughters. Be nicer to us, okay?
Please.
Give us a
Please.
hug, especially if we're African.
Give us a hug. Send
Yeah.
funds as
So
well.
yeah,
Send
I'm gonna
funds.
post, a quick email on the screen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just, send something
Yeah.
for us Christmas so we can
Yeah.
buy other people Christmas gifts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For guys, honestly, like it's been a season in general.
Mm.
Starting this podcast and having wonderful people like Effie on the show, and I just want to use this episode to just this is not goodbye. I just wanted this episode to be a bit more, homey. Just have it conversations with my girl here and just talk about everything in life and
Mm.
everything in between, and obviously the festive seasons. But this will be our last episode for the season. I'm sure you guys would love to see Efra's face again. So you guys make sure you're blowing this up. And she's gonna be back for sure.
Yes, yes.
We're gonna talk about more structured things next time, I promise.
Mm.
But I'm happy to have you here. I'm happy
I'm glad to
you
be here.
accepted my
Of course. I am also
um
a fan of yours. Just
stop.
letting you
This is
know.
a celebrity right
Just
here,
saying.
guys. Celebrity
Please, though.
F1.
Please. Please.
Before you know it, see, guys, everybody I've had on the shows are like low key celebrities, and like there've been people that I've been like low key fans of. You know what I mean? So, but thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you have a great, great Christmas. I hope you have a great, happy New Year's in advance, and I hope you guys would go back watch all the other episodes, and we will see you next year for season 2 of Spill the Tea with
With
Asti. This is not goodbye. Have a great, great Christmas. Bye.